Hey y'all, so I wanted to talk about what it was like watching Headbangers Ball when I was growing up. Headbangers Ball was a heavy metal oriented music video show that came on Saturdays on MTV. It started on April 18th, 1987, and it went through quite a few hosts. There was Kevin Seal from 1987 to 1988, Adam Curry from 1988 to 1990, Riki Rachtman, who was my favorite, from 1990 to 1995, Jamie Jasta when the show was picked back up from 2003 to 2007, and Jose Mangan from 2011 to the present, and under the present it says website only, and I haven't checked that out, but I might. So I enjoyed watching Headbangers Ball. The videos were fun, and they showed everything from like thrash to death metal to what people call hair metal. They showed alternative rock, or some people may call it grunge. They showed a lot of the stuff that I'm still into today, and it was a lot of fun watching it. If you had nothing to do on a Saturday night, you could turn it on MTV and count on partying hard with Headbangers Ball. It was just that much fun. They sometimes went on location. Like there was one special, there was one special in December of 1990 where Riki Rachtman went with Slaughter to Las Vegas while they were presented and honored with Slaughter Day. And, they got the key to the city. They had Slaughter Boulevard, Las Vegas Boulevard was called Slaughter Boulevard for the day. And I believe that date is still observed on December 14th to this very day. And so it was a lot of fun watching that show. I came in watching the show about 1992. So it was around close to the tail end of it. And you never knew what you were going to see on that show. They had man on the street segments where they had someone go out and interview people with random questions on the street, and it was just a lot of fun. Like I said, I used to watch it with my best friend. Sometimes I would go to her house, sometimes she'd come to mine, and a lot of times we would just talk on the phone and watch it together that way. But I like to watch it for the guests, like Pantera. They had Typo Negative on there. There was even one show where they had Nirvana on there. Kurt Cobain had on this yellow elaborate princess gown and some weird looking sunglasses, and he was with Chris Novoselic. And he complained because Chris didn't get him a corsage. And Chris was like, well, at least I took you out. So, there was that. But it was very disappointing when the show finally ended. It was around 95, I believe it was, that the show ended. And I believe I just said that it was 95. So, when I told you about Riki Rachtman, but yeah, it was 95, and there was no last show. There was no end of series show. It just ended. It was like one weekend it was on, and the next weekend it wasn't. And I saw this video on YouTube some weeks back where it was said that Riki made some kind of comment about either Stone Temple Pilots or Scott Weiland. And Scott Weiland got pissed off and called the network, and he was like, because of what Riki Rachtman said, our band is not going to be on your channel anymore, and we would not like to be, presented by you guys anymore unless you do something about this. And since Stone Temple Pilots was a huge band at the time, they just opted to throw out Riki Rachtman and throw out the show, because metal was pretty much on its last legs anyway. Excuse me, let me try to clear my throat up. But yeah, metal was pretty much out the door. Nobody listened to it like they used to, and so they just did away with the show. There was no announcement, there was no warning. Like I said, it came on one weekend and the next weekend it didn't. It was just gone. And a lot of us fans who still loved the show felt abandoned. And I know that that's very dramatic to say, but it's true. We felt abandoned, we felt forgotten about, because our metal was gone. And one weekend they did a special, I forget what year it was, it might have been 1996, where they had a Headbangers Ball weekend. And they didn't have Riki on there, of course, but they played some clips from the show, I believe. And they did like a Where Are They Now type of segment, where they had the hair metal guys who featured prominently on Headbangers Ball back in the day showed what they were doing now, or at that time anyway. They showed Bret Michaels, who had short hair, and he was talking about his movie that I don't remember ever seeing ever, called A Letter from Death Row. And he wore a bandana because his hair was short. He didn't have his long blonde flowing locks anymore. Some of the guys from Kicks, it was like they were, I don't know, jobless. One of the guys was painting billboards, and it was like, wow, have they really been out of work that long? And you can find the show on YouTube. I'll leave the link to it in the description, but it was very interesting. Lita had gotten married, Lita Ford. She had gotten married and was saying how she wasn't ready to be a grandma and all of that. She was still ready to rock, but there was just no place in the music industry for it right now. And she didn't know yet, but at that point she was pregnant. And yeah, so it was very interesting. And then after that show went off, it was like a 30-minute long special. It wasn't very long at all. And after that went off, they played a bunch of metal videos. And then when those videos stopped, they played the show again, and that went on all weekend. And I remember actually taking off of work that day to watch it. And that special played all weekend. I didn't know it was going to play all weekend, or I wouldn't have taken off work, but I called in sick and just wanted to watch metal. So I stayed in my room, holed up, and had my door closed, and I watched those videos, and it was a lot of fun to look back on a couple of years ago. And what made me want to talk about this was that I found some Headbangers Ball clips and videos on YouTube, and there's like from volumes 1 to 5, and they're a couple of hours long each. And I stopped on the third one after I got to the Slaughter video, shouted out, because it was like, okay, I finally dug through all this treasure and found what I was looking for. I'm good. But I might go through looking at the rest of the videos, because those were some really good times and some good memories to look back on. But it was a lot of fun to watch that show, and I want to say that I wish they would bring it back, but I don't really think they need to. They've got Metal Mayhem on VH1 Classic, and I watch that when I can, and that's a lot of fun. They do play a lot of the videos they played back then, plus they play some newer stuff, some more recent stuff, and I'm good with that, and I'm good with the memories. But yeah, that's what Headbangers Ball was back then, and it was a fun show to have, and just a diamond of the times, I guess. But I'm going to go for right now, you guys. If you guys remember Headbangers Ball, tell me some of your favorite memories of the show. What were some of your favorite videos, and what do you listen to now? But like I said, I'm gonna go. As always, there is a donations link in the description. If you would hit that, it would help me out a great deal, help support me and support the channel, and I would support that. I would appreciate that a lot. Duh. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and I love you guys very, very much. Hope to see y'all on the next upload, and bye for now.